Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my cue.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, what is this? What is this shit here? Hold up. Hey, who been putting out their cold on my floor? Who has been putting out their cold on my floor? Hey. Have you people ever heard of toasters?
I'm so glad, Barry, we've been planning on unveiling your new intro video for a while. And I'm glad. I feel like it's the holiday season. It's the perfect season for that. It's still very much in the same vein, though. I mean, you
went from alpaca to cools on the floor,
First world flooring problems is what I call it.
Hey, the black man's plight, I guess, right?
Yeah, just all people disrespecting.
No coasters,
rugs and floors. No
don't
coasters.
block that, and don't put cools out on my floor. We're good.
Don't. I used to. Every time I think of cools, it reminds me of being working at a liquor store when people would be like, "Hey, give me a pack of, give me a pint of Bumpy Face, which was Seagram's gin, and a pack of What I Am, which was Cools." Yeah.
So only certain kinds of customers would order the cools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to further.
Yeah. Love the cools, right?
The coolest of the cool. What happened yesterday? Maybe don't worry about yesterday. Just kidding. Barry, his horse ran third. I thought my horse moved
fourth, right?
I think so, and I think my horse moved way too early in that race. Tried to make.
He got caught up. He got caught up in a duel. He kind of joined the duel.
Yeah,
which was crazy, but it happens.
Oh, yep, it happens. Well, guys, guess what? It's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, we give you nothing but our best. That's right. It's time for Wednesday Best Bets. Today, we've turned our focus to the happenings of Churchill Downs and their Wednesday card, and we've dug through this card from the rooter to the tutor to find our very best plays on the card to give to you. Let's pull up some past performances. Cheer. We're talking Wednesday, Churchill Downs, the 5th of November, year of our Lord, 2025. Post time for this card is going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. God's time, and 10 a.m. Pacific time out on the Pacific coast. And Barry, another day where we're in the same race, but we don't necessarily like the same things, or we don't like the same things in the same order. Race 6 furlongs, $40,000 claimer on the dirt. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let you kick it off today. Barry, what are you doing in race 6?
So race 6 is a really interesting race. An open claimer for fillies and mares, $40,000 going 6 furlongs on the main track. A lot of these horses have been kind of fledgling at higher levels, and most of them, in a sense, are dropping into this spot. So there really isn't too much an advantage there. I ended up going with number 7, Bourbon Breeze. First off the claim for Ron Moquette, who does okay with these types, off the claim. I know his percentages are down this year, but he hadn't really claimed that many horses. However, this horse was claimed out of a $40,000 event, just like this one that was 6.5. But if you look back in this horse's form, this horse was running with really good horses, namely at Saratoga, was in a stake race, at Colonial and at Prairie Meadows, and was a little overmatched, but ran good. And I think a lot of it was the horse was running a bit wide and not getting really good trips against better competition, and it looks a lot worse than it really is. If you go back to May and April of earlier this year, this horse proved that they're at this level. Basically, won a race at Keeneland. Non-winners a 3 allowance, $30,000 basically a starter allowance, and then a $35,000 non-winners of 1 optional claimer at Churchill Downs, which is notable because this horse is 4 for 9 at the distance. And I'm sorry, that was at Oaklawn. But they are 4 for 9 at the distance. No wins at Churchill Downs, which is of note. Since that claim has worked out 2 times at Churchill, looks pretty good in those. They're getting their top rider in J.A. Torres. So I think we got a really good shot here. So we're going to go to $20 win bet on number 7 Bourbon Breeze. And we're going to do a $5 exacta Bourbon Breeze over the 1 Miss Arlington, who had a real nice race on the comeback last time at Keeneland, and the 4 Current Climate, who kind of is in the same realm, had a really good race last time at this level and should run back to that given the pace scenario. So we're going to do that $5 exacta 7 over 1-4 and cash all our tickets so we don't have to worry about not cashing them.
That's right. Make sure you hang out after this.
No records, so why they pay me?
Right.
That's right. Because once again, Barry, we've got this thing surrounded. We differ a little bit on who we think's going to win. I'm in this same race 6. I think you got 3 horses in this race that not only want the lead, but oh, my light bulb just went out right as I said that. I feel like that might be notable. They don't just like want the lead, they need the lead. And those are 2 very different types of horses. Because horses that want the lead are comfortable. Horses that want the lead are comfortable sitting just off of it and stalking. But horses that need the lead are the kind of horses that quit once another horse pushes a nose out in front. With 3 of those horses that will quit without the lead, it looks like a pace meltdown for sure, and it looks like a race where a stalker or even deeper closer wins. I ended up with the number 4. As I click on my lamp here, I gotta have the right lighting for myself. There we go. I ended up with a $20 win on the number 4 Current Climate at 7-2. Current Climate is the horse with first run to pick up the pieces after the front end of this race blows apart. As number 1 Miss Arlington, number 2 Bolt on the Rocks, number 8 Promises to Dance, all kind of quarter horsed out of the gate. And this one is 3rd off the layoff and 2nd off the turf. I think it's rounding into form and finally facing the right competition after she finished 2nd in the last out race. I like seeing the 2 slow workouts following the bullet workout on September 10th that preceded the last out race. Sometimes when these horses throw a bullet out there right before a race, they don't have their fastball for the actual race. So I like seeing the slow works leading into this one. And Eric Foster is a 13% trainer on the year. And when he pairs up with Christian Torres, he turns into a 15% trader. So I'm playing that $20 win on Current Climate. Then I'm pressing that opinion with a $5 exacta 4 with the 7-8 horses we've already kind of mentioned. I'm putting Current Climate on top of 2 horses, and this is the first is the horse that's going to be winging it on the front with the other 2 horses I mentioned earlier, and she's the one I think could hold on to get a piece. The other I'm using is that later closing number 7 Bourbon Breeze that Barry likes for Ron Moquette. And I like it to get into the mix after the early pace falls apart, not necessarily get all the way up. Though I mentioned this to Barry whenever he shared his picks with me this morning. I had a hard time differentiating or, going between the 4 and the 7 here. I do like your 7 quite a bit. So it sounds like we need to play a 4-7 just team box or something.
Yeah, I actually, full disclosure, I had the same sort of issue. What made the difference for me anyway was the fact that this horse was running good races against better competition and needed the slight drop in class, plus the fact that last race looks terrible on paper. And the horse was just got a wide trip, and I think the odds will kind of hold up a little bit with the 7 rather than the 4.
Yeah, well, that's it. Those are our plays. Both coming out of race 6. Once again, we've got the damn thing surrounded. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I think we must.
Is mandatory. Here you go, Barry. Lead it off.
So we're going with race number 6, $20 win bet on number 7 Bourbon Breeze and a $5 exacta Bourbon Breeze over Miss Arlington and Current Climate. Let's go. Don't get.
You faked me out there. There.
Yeah,
it is.
pump fake.
Love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
The old up and under.
Yeah, I went with the flyby there. You faked me out so bad. Race 6, my play is going to be a $20 win on the number 4, Current Climate. Then I'm playing a $5 exacta, Current Climate, the 4 over the 7 and the 8. The 7 being Barry's Horse, Bourbon Breeze, and the 8 Promises to Dance for Go DJ. That's my DJ, David Jacobson. Here we go. That's it. We've done everything now, Barry. We've given out our best bet for Churchill Downs. I find it encouraging that for the second day in a row, we both kind of pick into the same race. That we're a little bit. We're not exactly on the same track, but we're pretty close to it.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, as being horse players, that not all races are created equal, and there's some that offer more value than others.
It's true. Well, guys, before we get out of here, just got to remind you, get a $250 sign-up bonus with First Bet. That's first one with an ST. You unlock a $25 bonus for every $100 you bet over your first 60 days. It's up to a max bonus of $250. So sign up with First Bet. Use code SGPN. I almost forgot to do that. I would have been in trouble. Anywho. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I think I should mention that this is perfect because I have I get to give some news, and then I also get to ride out on a clip here. Tomorrow we're going to be joined by Matthew DeSantis to talk about Saturday Aqueduct. It's not Bacqueduct anymore. It's back to Aqueduct with a $100 budget. Check us out there, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. God's time. And, of course, we'll be back on Friday talking Del Mar bright and early in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time. Here's our clip we're riding out on. We will see you tomorrow.
Matthew, be careful, it's slippery right there, so. Jesus Christ!